Hello HIW Wildside Wrestling fans, welcome to Wildside TV. I am your host, the real Bobby Munson, and at my side, the man with the angelic voice. You know him, he's Papa Smokes. How you doing this week?
Yo, how you doing out there, everybody?
We are in for another great night of wrestling action here. And yes, we are going to get things right underway, right off the top of the hour for you. Singles competition to start things off. Everybody's least favorite human being, Bobby Sharpe, entering the ring, and he's going to be taking on everybody's second least favorite human being, Muscal. Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm doing my math wrong. No, Muscal is probably third because, you know, Assassino's in there too.
Oh, come on, Munson.
No, Bobby Sharpe definitely not loved by the Saskatoon crowd here. He has had some horrible things to say about women in general, women in this business as well, and including his own wife, Kat Von Heez, who we haven't seen for quite some time here on Wildside TV.
Yeah, well, they've had their problems both in their marriage and inside their squared circle itself here, so we're going to see what Bobby Sharpe has on his mind here tonight.
Looking forward to seeing what his opponent can do. Muscalo, who, you know, despite, some issues that he's had as of late, I mean, it really seems like he's disappointed El Assassino in the last couple of weeks. But I would say that the last outing we saw from Muscalo was probably one of the best in-ring performances we've seen from the young man so far.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. He's coming along nicely, maybe not as quickly as El Assassino might like, but he's making some strides forward. He's in tough against Bobby Sharpe here, though.
Definitely is. He's going to have to keep his focus against the former Wildside provincial champion. But the bell has rung. We are underway here, folks. Muscalo looking for a handshake. That's kind of not in the playbook of Muscalo usually. No, but that was more in his playbook. But Bobby Sharpe ready for it. Oh, thunderous lariat clothesline.
Wow.
Aggressive right off the hop here from Bobby Sharpe. Pile driver this early in the matchup.
Wow, he's not messing around this week. What do we have here? A crossface. Oh, yeah.
We have a finish. That's it. I'm beside myself here, Papa Smoke. Bobby Sharpe just made short work of Muscalo.
Yeah, he's obviously irate about something. He's in a bit of a rage here, and he just made short work of Muscalo.
I hope she continues to be a thorn in your side, you SOB.
She wants to do her strong woman competition, and she wanted wrestling competitions. She entered the men's division, and that pissed me off. Hey, I got no problem with women. No, I love women, but they do not belong in my ring.
Oh, my ears hurt from listening to this guy every week. Harsh words there from Bobby Sharpe.
Can't say he's wrong, though.
Yeah, but you know what? He's about to be put in his place here. Here is his estranged wife, the one we haven't seen for a while. Kat Von Heez is back, folks. There you go, Wrestling Fan 45. The cat came back. And she is taking it to Bobby Sharpe. And he deserves every bit of what he's going to get here. Put him out of his misery, cat.
Well, the former champ Von Heez just laying it to her estranged husband, Bobby Sharpe, depositing him over the top rope and out of the ring.
Well, again, this is no longer about titles anymore. This is all about the blood feud between this married couple. And maybe this is a show for us to host sometime. We could do a Ring Respect Radio. We could allow the couples to have couples counseling live on Ring Respect Radio, Papa.
Well, I'd be worried about our own safety if this is the way they do their counseling.
Well, that's okay. I'll just make sure there's a divider somewhere. You can sit on the side with Bobby Sharpe.
Oh, great.
Now he's taking advantage. Please don't use that chair on your wife.
Oh, bad intentions here. What's this going to be?
No, don't do it.
Oh.
No.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh.
You know, that's no joke, fans out there. The sit-down pile driver onto a steel chair like that is an extremely dangerous move. Cat Von Heez not really moving at all in the ring here. This is serious.
Somebody needs to go check on her immediately. We need some medical assistance down there, and somebody get Bobby out of the ring already. Stumbling over my own damn words. This guy's got me so flustered.
What's he doing here, Munson? He's got a pair of scissors. Is he cutting her hair off?
Oh, I can't believe this.
Oh my word. This feud has just taken a further step to the dark side. Bobby Sharpe humiliating his wife.
Somebody needs to just step in and do something about this guy already. I mean, he's running amok here in Wildside Wrestling like he owns the place.
I want your career on the line.
Just, come on, like, has anybody got any compassion? Head on down and check on Kat. She has not moved since that sit-down pile driver.
Well, you know what? Munson, it's no one's place to interfere. Kat Von Heez is Bobby Sharpe's wife. She's his property. He can do with her what he wants.
That is not how things work in this day and age, Papa Smokes. Nobody is anybody's property.
It used to work that way just fine.
Living in the past, my friend. Living in the past. Again, Kat is just barely moving at all.
Yeah, either way, this is a serious situation down at the ring.
I mean, we can say what we want, but you never want to see anybody hurt inside of a professional wrestling ring. Doesn't matter who they are. We do not like to see serious injuries. And we might have one on our hands here. I mean, she is hardly moved. Team Flex Appeal down there trying to assist Kat finally. Hopefully the medical staff will be able to help her out back. And, Kat, we really do hope that you're okay, and that if anything's been done, that you get a speedy recovery, because we want to see you back inside a Wildside Wrestling ring very soon. In the meantime, we could do without Bobby Sharpe. Hopefully, somebody will do something about this. Somebody's got to step in sooner or later. But enough said about that. We have to move on with the show, folks. As always, the show must go on, and it is time for our main event of the evening. And yes, this is going to be contested between those two teams that have been having that rivalry going on, Team Flex Appeal and the Western Lions. We are going to see now one-on-one Mike McSugar taking on BVD after recently he took on Michael Richard Blaze in one-on-one action. Here comes that big badass redneck. Did you see him swinging that cowbell as he come down? He probably just about skinned the side of the face of Better Bobby down there.
Well, better Bobby and those fans better get out of the way when BVD comes to the ring. This guy's like a wild bull. He'll swing that rope, he'll swing that cowbell, he might take a swing right at you.
That's like 2 weeks in a row where these wrestlers have been getting better Bobby involved in the action a little too much. Maybe too close for comfort even.
Maybe that should be a sign to you.
DVD awaiting on the arrival of his opponent here tonight. Yes, Mike McSugar. And what has Mike McSugar got on here this evening? This is definitely not his regular attire. We know when he took on Michael Richard Blaze, he came out wearing a cowboy suit. Oh, wait a second. He's dressed up as Michael Richard Blaze here tonight, isn't he?
Oh, boy.
Trying to play a little bit of that psychology with the Western Lions.
Either that or it's just his fantasies coming to light.
Well, didn't you ever play dress up before, Papa Smokes? You know, you see all your favorite wrestlers, want to be just like them, and then you dress up like them, just like Mike McSugar.
There's nothing about me that's like Mike McSugar.
Now, listen up, program. I'm not ready for the rough stuff yet. Last week, your life mate touched me right in the... And Mike McSugar doesn't let no strange man touch him right here. So this month, I dressed up like your boyfriend, and I'm going to take it to you, baby boy.
I don't talk, but I will fight him. Do some push-ups.
Well, we're going to get underway now. Mike McSugar ready for his opponent and some creative little push-ups of his own. And BVD does not look impressed by the tactics of Mike McSugar here.
Yeah, no one ever is, it seems, but BVD probably less than most.
It's not what your typical country boy out here is accustomed to, that's for sure. Mike McSugar really trying to get under the skin of BVD, trying to get inside the head of his opponent before this even gets underway, and a collar elbow tie-up. Jeez, and there's the absolute athleticism from the big man BVD. I mean, that is what makes him as scary good as what he is being able to show off that athleticism while being a very intimidating, huge individual inside that squared circle. Oh, look at that. That's perfect right there. A nice little hug, show a little respect. BVD should feel at home there, you know, a little riding the horse.
You know something, Munson, I'll never understand you and the Wildside fans about Mike McSugar here. You know, McSugar comes to the ring for all of his matches, waving a flag. You know, that's all fine and dandy and everything, but, you know, when it comes right down to it, he's basically the professional wrestling's version of Harvey Weinstein. He looks at something that he wants and he tries to take it against the other person's will. He's really quite a sickening individual.
Some harsh words there, Papa Smokes.
Hey, I called it like it is.
Yeah, keep it in mind with what you just said there. When Mike McSugar says "me too," it has a totally different meaning than what it ever did about this time last year. And Mike McSugar's psychology is not going to get the best of BVD as he is now taking dominance here in this matchup. And just a rough, rugged style that this man possesses.
There's every chance he'll make Mike McSugar pay for all these little moves he's done against him.
But Mike McSugar, he took Michael Richard Blaze to the absolute limit in their recent one-on-one encounter. In fact, Blaze having to force a disqualification in order to get away without taking a 3-count loss to Mike McSugar.
Yeah, great match, no question.
See Michael Allen Richard Clark there on the outside of the ring trying to pump his partner up, get him back into this. But it's not enough. The big man just thunderous to take down Mike McSugar. BVD arrived on the scene. It was just earlier this year here in Wildside Wrestling. Came on over. He was a tag team with Michael Richard Blaze out there, and nobody saw it coming. I mean, he made that appearance, and those two made the attack that night. In fact, you know what? Attacking Michael Allen Richard Clark was one of the victims that very night. And, you know, Michael Allen Richard Clark, Michael Richard Blaze, they go way back, quite a long history between the two of them here in Wildside. So no love lost there whatsoever. And we know those two can put on a hell of a show inside the squared circle.
Yeah, you got to think we're maybe getting a little glimpse of what's to come here, but in a tag team sense of the Western Lions eventually crossing paths with Team Flex Appeal. That would be a huge and momentous tag team match for Wildside.
Wow. Whoa, what a move there.
Seeing a different side of Brandon Van Danielson tonight too, just really some athletic looking maneuvers.
Well, again, everybody been stepping their game up here each and every week on Wildside TV. I mean, you want to be the best. You got to continue to push your limits and make yourself a better individual inside that ring, or you're going to get left behind in this business. There we go, a little bit more aggression from Mike McSugar as he fires up this crowd and fires this match right back up in his favor. Not enough to put BVD away here. Mike McSugar, quite a ring veteran in his own right there. I mean, he's been around for a long time. He has, you know, seen the absolute best in this business, and you know what? He is on his way to having a spectacular year. Hopefully, with any luck, this will turn out for the better for him tonight. He'll pick up a big victory over BVD.
You got to think the mental advantage would go to the winner of this singles match. I mean, obviously it gets into a wrestler's head when he loses a match, especially when he's got a tag team belt around his waist. So, you know, McSugar's looking for some success in this match, possibly to facilitate a title match between Team Flex Appeal and the Western Lions.
At the same time, BVD going to want the Western Lions to continue to look strong. Michael Richard Blaze, who was in action last week on Wildside TV, picking up a victory there. So, you know, looking strong in singles competition. BVD looking to replicate that same action here tonight as well to continue to make the Western Lions basically the most dominant team here in Wildside Wrestling. Or in their minds, all of Western Canada. Oh, little wobbly legs at the top there, but he still pulls it off. And again, BVD kicking out.
I'm sure McSugar's pulled off some moves on wobbly legs before in his past.
I've heard McSugar's got all the moves. You just got to ask at the right times and be in the right place with him.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't ask, I bet, too.
Maybe not, but I'll tell him that you called. I'll let him give him your number there, Papa. Maybe he could show you a few of those moves. Pile drivers galore here on Wildside TV the last couple of weeks. Pile driver's got to be one of the most devastating maneuvers in all of professional wrestling. I mean, you are dropping an individual directly on their head, compressing in that neck. I mean, that is one of the most vital parts of the body and can cause the most damage to any individual it is performed on.
Absolutely. A number of states in the U.S. have banned the pile driver. It's an extremely dangerous move. Any variation of it is very dangerous.
Yeah, many places in the States, including, the big guys, WWE, you do not see it from their performance anymore. Their wrestlers were told no more, and you know what, I think, I was also reading earlier this year that New Orleans, where they held WrestleMania, had actually made it so that no company outside of WWE was allowed to do the pile driver and several other maneuvers inside the ring. What have we got going down here? My God, I'm getting talking. And Michael Richard Blaze has made his way down. We have a fight on our hands, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, Michael Richard Blaze wasn't going to let BVD get pushed around by this punk McSugar anymore, so he came in.
So once again, we are not going to see the finish to the match. The Western Lions look like they haven't been able to get the best of Mike McSugar. He is really getting inside the heads of the Western Lions. I'm just glad that Michael Allen Richard Clark was there to come to the aid of his partner.
Oh, here we go again.
Fight's back on. And this feud is just heating right up.
Now, what do we have here? A little softening up going on here.
I believe we know what they're setting up for. And probably one of the most scary moves in all of professional wrestling. Good God. I don't care who you are, you do not want to be on the receiving end of that maneuver. Maybe not that one either.
Oh, that lariat by BVD just about took Clark's head off. Now they got something planned for him as well.
Oh, that Blaze only has bad intentions in store here now. Oh my goodness, and he hits it too.
Oh, that was devastating.
The Western Lions have laid waste to Team Flex Appeal. Flex Appeal have not responded. They are down and out.
Well, this is very telling for the tag team situation in the future here. Look who's lying on their back, and look who's standing in the ring with gold belts around their waists.
Well, easy to say you're standing as the victor when you sneak attack your opponents. I mean, the typical Western Lions, that's the only way they can get the upper edge, by disqualifications or sneak attacking a person.
That's the way it's done, Munson. That's how you hold on to the gold.
Just wait until the opportunity comes. Tag team matchup, Team Flex Appeal versus the Western Lions. And I think we're going to be talking a whole different ball game right there when the Western Lions can't make their sneak attacks there. There's going to be an opportunity for Flex Appeal to get the better of them.
Well, they sure didn't tonight. They're laying in the ring like yesterday's garbage.
Well, that might be the case tonight. They might not have won the war, but Mike McSugar, victor by disqualification. But As always, folks, that's going to wrap up another edition of Wildside TV. I have been your host, the real Bobby Munson, and with Papa Smokes, as always, we thank you for tuning in each and every week, and we hope that you're going to continue to join us each and every week. So we will see you next Saturday with another Wildside TV. Have a good night.
This October, High Impact Wildside Wrestling brings to you a main event tag team spectacular as the Western Lions defend their tag team title against Team Flex Appeal in a no-holds-barred DQ street fight where you, the fans, can bring the weapons for them to use. What carnage, what mayhem, who will walk out of the Cosmos Center as the new tag team champions? HIWCanada.com for more details. Get your tickets today.